Hello and welcome to Big Foodie Geek. I hope you're well. Now, I love cooking. That much must be obvious because I have a cooking channel. But sometimes I need some help, in more ways than one. As much as I love cooking, sometimes I am just like struggling for ideas of what to make for dinner, or sometimes I do fancy something in particular, but I just don't have the brain power to come up with the recipe because it's been a long day at work and my brain is fried. And sometimes just cooking for yourself can get a bit meh, and you just don't fancy it and you want someone else to take the thought out of it. So I thought I would try out Sorted Foods' Sidekick app and see if it actually helps me out with my midweek cooking and see if it can help me just like take some of the rigmarole out of it, and when I get in from work I can actually come up and make myself something nice and not worry too much how I need to go about it, and actually get some nice new refreshing food ideas to have midweek.
Before we get into the app, let me tell you a bit about Sorted Food themselves. A group of mates who started a YouTube channel way back in 2010 when YouTube was barely a thing and was mostly made up of cat videos. Okay, maybe not much has changed. There they are, looking all young and fresh-faced. Sorted started when three normal mates, freshish out of uni, barely knew how to cook, started asking their chef mate on advice on what to cook for dates, and just so they didn't live off ready meals. Then they thought, hang on, why don't we turn this into a YouTube channel so we can reach other people who need help cooking too? Those mates were Barry Taylor, Jamie Spafford, Michael Huttlestone, and Benjamin David Ebrel, aka Ebbers. And here they are over 13 years on. These four guys created Sorted Food and started making simple, accessible recipes, usually with a bit of a sorted twist, in their own kitchens, and oh my god, look at baby Ebbers and Spaff! While some of the faces on Sorted have come and gone over the years,
where's the dish?
And new ones have arrived,
They're chopping boards on fire.
These four guys have been the cornerstone of the channel. As time went on, they attracted more and more viewers to their videos and gradually built up a community of like-minded foodies in the Sorted community, which has grown to be a global community, and Sorted themselves have grown and grown to the point where, as well as having the Sidekick app, they now have an actual studio, they've written cookbooks, and they've been joined by all manner of guests.
I hate you. That rice got so much oil, America gonna invade it.
Have these people ever cooked before?
Have performed live shows and have travelled the world just sharing their love of food.
There's an alligator.
Sometimes in the most outrageous of places. They have grown into a legitimate and serious food channel and business.
I'm questioning whether this was a good idea.
Well, mostly. Speaking personally, I remember watching their videos way back in 2010 while working late in one of my earliest design agency jobs, just trying to figure out what I could make for dinner after the long slog of a commute home. Watching these guys over the years has been one constant over some tumultuous and difficult times, and they've provided laughs and smiles when they weren't always laughs and smiles to be had. So it's safe to say they are one of the biggest reasons and inspirations why I started this channel. So you can totally blame them for my presence.
This should be obvious, but this is not a hashtag ad. Why would it be? They've got nearly 3 million subscribers and I've just got over 2,000. They don't need me to advertise this. This is something I'm doing off my own bat because it seemed interesting and it might help me out and it might help you out. Basically, a while ago, Sorted Food came up with an app. At first it was called Meal Packs, but they've since expanded it to be called Sidekick, because that is essentially what it is. It is your kitchen sidekick. You can subscribe to this. It's like $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year. So pretty affordable as subscription apps go. If we have a quick look at the app now, we can see on the homepage it's got like a featured video from their YouTube channel. This one is they're comparing barbecues, which I watched recently, and now I want to buy a £600 barbecue. Thanks very much, Sorted. But there's also like quick links for menus and stuff like that. Their new packs like easy eggs right there. We've got top cooked recipes including barbecue jerk pork belly, which sounds amazing. Some packs of theirs, so like summer selection stripped backpack, the rice one pots pack, new recipes, some more of their videos, and then we've got some tabs at the top which basically, filter those down into the recipes, the packs, and also their videos. We've got a search if you want to go for specific things, or filter, or just have a quick browse through some of their packs. We've got the cook tab, which is basically what I'm going to be cooking next, and these are what I've planned already. There's also a shop, which is not what you think. They're not trying to flog your stuff. This is your shopping list for the packs that you have chosen. So they are all listed there, and I have bought all the stuff ahead. If we go back to the cook tab, then we can see the 3 recipes that I've chosen from the Tex Mex Burger Flex pack. So there's smash burgers with sweet potato wedges, which sound amazing, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. And then there's roast chorizo with black bean and guac bowls. I nearly lost the ability to speak. Not that I have much of the ability to speak anyway. And then meaty quesadillas with chili lime wedge salad. They all sound incredible, but I'm going to be trying out these smash burgers today because I really fancy a burger. I haven't eaten a lot today, so this is perfect. And you can see I've planned these out with the calendar, and that is planned for today. And then the roast chorizo I have planned for Thursday because tomorrow I'm off to Birmingham to a gig, so that one's planned for Thursday. Friday I've got the third pack planned, so I am well set for the rest of the week when I'm around. Today is really the perfect time to try this out because I am so knackered. It's been a busy day full of meetings, lots of coding, and my brain is fried, so I'm really looking forward to trying this. So let's get started with the sorted Sidekick app. Before I get going, I should say that this recipe serves 2 people, so I may need to make some adjustments, but I am really hungry and I haven't eaten much at all today, so maybe I will make a double portion just for myself.
Preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. This will be for the wedges later.
As you heard Ebbers just now, we need to preheat the oven to 200 degrees C for the wedges. I've already done that because I figured it would be the first step. So what's next?
Wash 2 large sweet potatoes and cut them into 9 or 12 wedges each. So basically cut in half and then each half into either 3 or 4 depending on its size.
So they give you really detailed instructions. You've got pictures there as well to kind of guide you through, and this really is for like people who aren't confident in the kitchen or people like me who are currently knackered and just want the thought taken out of it. I've got my 2 large sweet potatoes here. I am going to use both of them because I said I am hungry and I love sweet potatoes. So I'm going to get these washed and then I will get them cut. There are my washed and halved sweet potatoes, so I'm now going to just cut these into the designated amount of wedges. Voila, wedges. They were pretty hefty wedges, so they are quite chunky wedges as well. So the next step.
Toss the wedges with 3 tablespoons of oil, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika and a generous pinch of salt on a large baking tray. Then position them skin side down on the tray.
Sounds good to me. Let's get those tossed in that oil and smoked paprika. I should note that as well as the ingredients, it also lists the equipment that you'll need. So I've already got like the frying pan and mixing bowl and all of that handy. So we are well prepared. So I'm going to roughly eyeball 3 tablespoons of oil. Obviously, if you're not as experienced in the kitchen, then you can measure this out, but I am just eyeballing it today. And then the 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, which I am measuring out, and a generous pinch of salt. Then let's get these all coated and laid out on my baking sheet, skin side down. What's next, Ebbers?
Roast in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown and soft throughout. Don't worry though, we're going to set a timer for you. Just click start when you pop the tray in the oven and you can get on with the rest of the dish in the next steps whilst you wait.
There you go, they even do the timer for you. So I'm going to get these in the oven and set my timer off. Great, those are in the oven, so let's start my timer off. Off we go, and now we can get on with the rest of the recipe.
Halve and peel 1 onion, then very thinly slice 1/2 before finally dicing the other half.
So 1 whole onion, 1/2 diced, 1/2 sliced. 1 onion, halved. There we go.
Finally dice 1 gherkin.
So I didn't buy gherkins because I already had these slices. So I'm going to take what probably equates to like 1 gherkin. I would imagine 2 slices of these will probably be enough because they might be referring to smaller gherkins. There we go, gherkin finely diced, or somewhat finely diced anyway.
Add the diced onion, diced gherkin, 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon of tomato mayonnaise, and 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard in a small mixing bowl.
So we're making our burger sauce here. Let's get that all together. So there's the onions and gherkins, then roughly a tablespoon of tomato ketchup. These things never ever come out properly. Mayonnaise, mayonnaise. Then I'm actually going to use American mustard, not Dijon, because this is already open. I thought I would save myself opening a new mustard. So I'm sure Sorted will probably encourage that if you have got stuff that you can adapt with that you are already using to save waste, then obviously do that. But if you haven't got it already, or you're not confident, then obviously stick to what they are telling you. Let's go in, let's get that all mixed together.
Stir to combine and then season to taste with salt and pepper. This is the best burger sauce ever.
Whoops, kind of skipped ahead and did that already, but I haven't put in the salt and pepper, so let's do that.
Place a large frying pan that you have a lid for over a high heat.
Okie dokie. 1 pan with lid, high heat.
Form 400 grams of beef mince into 4 balls and then lay the sliced onion on top of each ball, season with salt and drizzle over a tablespoon of oil. You're then going to flatten those balls slightly to form pucks. We'll smash them properly in the pan later to form more of a burger shape.
I've got my beef mince here. I'm not using 400 grams because that is a lot of burger even for me. So I've got half a pack of a 500 gram pack of mince, so 250 grams. I'm going to divide that into two. That should be enough burger for me. They also haven't stated what kind of beef mince to use. I'm using 20% fat. More fat, more flavour, but you might want to go for a leaner burger. It's entirely up to you. So these are formed into pucks. Those are going to start frying already. Place some of the onion on top. I put the rest of the mince back into the fridge for another recipe for another day. Right, let's hope we can hear Ebbers over these sizzling burgers.
Once the pan has preheated, lay the burgers in, onion side down, and then use a spatula to flatten them to around ½ centimetre thick.
Whoops, someone didn't listen to the instructions properly. I've already put them in the pan. Quick, let's get them turned over. There we go, now let's get those flattened. There we go, they're still flattened out pretty nicely. We've just already got some of the cooking done on that side. Sorry, Ebbers, that was such a normal thing to do.
You're going to fry on each side for 1 or 2 minutes until golden and crisp in places. Don't worry, we've set a timer for you. Just click start when you're ready for it to go. And you can cut 2 brioche buns in half whilst you wait.
Well, let's start that timer off, but bear in mind we've already got one side cooked. Voila, one brioche bun cut in half.
Hey, that's the timer for the burgers. Give them a quick flip and then cook for a further 1 or 2 minutes.
You heard the man. Let's turn those over, but bear in mind I've already cooked some of that side.
Once the burgers are golden and crisp in places, add a slice of American cheese onto each. Then add a splash of water to the pan, cover it with a lid and steam for just 20 or 30 seconds until the cheese has melted fully.
Okay, well, I couldn't get hold of like proper American cheese, so I've got an alternative. I have got Mexicana cheddar slices. So they are a cheddar cheese slice with jalapeno, bell and chili peppers. So nice and spicy. I feel like these will go well. So 1 slice, 2 slice, splash of water, on with the lid. Right, that cheese is melting nicely, so let's get those out. Well, I'm assuming we're taking them out. Let's see what Ebbers says this time, and I'm going to listen to him carefully.
Transfer the burgers to a plate and toast the burger buns cut side down in the residual fat of the pan for a minute or so until golden. Don't worry, we're going to set a timer for you. Just click start when you're ready for it to go, but perhaps keep an eye on it because the sugar in the brioche buns can colour pretty quick.
We are cooking them in that fat, that's naughty. In goes those buns. Trying to avoid the excess water there, maybe that's too much water. Timer is away, and we can see we've got 3 minutes left on those wedges, so they can't be far off. Timer's gone off. Oh, those are almost there. I'm going to give them like another 20 seconds. There we go, that's about right. Also got some of those juices from that fat as well, which will just add extra flavour.
Liberally spread the sauce over the cut sides of the buns, then load in the burgers.
So we are constructing our burgers. So I'm going to turn the hob off. I'm not going to do a Barry, I am turning my hob off. Just as I was setting up for this shot of the burgers, the timer for the wedges went off, so these are out. They look like a lovely colour. They've got some like really nice charring on them, which will be amazing flavour. They smell fantastic as well. So let's get some of that burger sauce over both sides of that bun. Then load on those burgers. Because I've gone for 20% fat, there has been some shrinkage because there's fat to leak out of the burger. But they're still a pretty nice size. Smush down that burger lid. Oh, that looks like a hot mess and I'm here for it.
Serve burgers with your wedges from the oven and get involved.
Well, there we go. That is the last step. Let's get those wedges on the plate. There we go. That is a big old stack of sweet potato wedges. I did use 1 sweet potato for 1 person, which is generally not the idea, but I am very hungry, so I'm fine with it. But that burger looks really, really nice, and those wedges also look fantastic, and I can't wait to get stuck in. There we go, 1 big old smash burger with sweet potato wedges made from the sorted Sidekick app. That was pretty painless on the whole. Did I change things up a bit? Yes, I did. Was that mostly on purpose? Yes, it was. Was part of it because I was faffing? Also, yes. But I have ADHD and I was trying to film and stuff as well. So when you are doing this, you'll be able to take more time and actually listen to Ebbers properly. So you'll probably be able to do an even better job than I did. But I don't want to let these go cold. I really, really want to try these out. So first things first, I'm going to try a sweet potato wedge seasoned with smoked paprika. I am not going to use any sauce or anything like that. I just want to taste the sweet potato wedges just as they are. They look fantastic. They are big chunky boys. Cheers. Very nicely cooked. Obviously soft because sweet potato wedges do generally come out pretty soft. It's quite hard to get them crispy in the oven, but they do taste really, really good. You've got that smoked paprika, which obviously gives it a lovely smokiness, bit of sweetness. They are very, very tasty. but also we've got our hot mess of a smash burger. No lettuce or tomato or anything like that. We've just got the onions and the gherkins in that sauce. It is a pure unadulterated burger. It looks fantastic. It smells really, really good. Look at that, that looks amazing. It's also got that cheddar cheese with the chili in it, which is going to give it an extra level. And I can't wait, so I'm going to give this a try. Oh my God, that is so, so good. Absolutely delicious. Oh, sorry. I was about to say I'm a hot mess now, but that wouldn't be true. I'm just a mess. That is so tasty. I can't wait to go off and try the rest of that. And it was really easy to follow. And again, you will be doing this without having to film and stuff like that. So you will be able to take your time, listen to Evers or whoever you might get. You might get Jamie, you might get Mike, you might get Barry, or you might get one of the sorted crew. There are loads of recipes on there, and you might get different audio instructions each time. But that was my first time using the app. That turned out really well. It was nice to follow. It was nice to not have to think too much, and I will definitely be using it again. Probably what I'll do is I'll do those 2 other recipes, but I will film the result and put that in the video after this so you can see how that turned out without me having to film and worry too much, and you can see the result from that. And then you may want to try it out yourself. But I am definitely going to be doing that more often because I'm getting to a very busy stage with work. It's going to be very, very busy. I'm going to get home, I'm going to be knackered, and I just won't want to think, so that is going to be perfect for me. So I'm definitely trying that again. And it's going to be great because it doesn't mean I'm resorting to like fast food or just like microwave meals or anything like that. I can still make really nice home-cooked meals using fresh ingredients, and I'm not using any food waste at all because they are laying out all the ingredients that you're gonna need for the recipes ahead. All in all, I am very impressed with the app. It was very slick, it was very easy to use. They have done a fantastic job with it. As a long-time Sorted fan, I didn't think I was going to be disappointed by it because, quite frankly, they have been an amazing inspiration and one of the reasons why I started this channel. But I wanted to give it a fair test, and I think I did today. Anyway, that's it from me. I am going to go off and finish my amazing burger and wedges. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. Let me know if you give Sorted Sidekick a go yourself. But if you haven't checked out Sorted Food, then go and do it because as far as I'm concerned, they are the best food channel on the interwebs, bar none. I was about to say apart from me, but that would be a complete lie. I don't have that high opinion of myself. They are the best. Go check them out. If you're still listening to me blather on right now, thank you. I'm going to go finish my burger. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
A group of mates who started a YouTube channel way back in 2010 just bit my tongue. Well done.